What's going on, everyone? Happy New Year. Hope you guys are having a good New Year so far. And today, I'm doing something special. I'm doing a special 5s and 10s video. This was This is something I did not expect to do to kick off the new year. So why heck not? Because here's why I want to do this is 2018 has produced some good movies. So, believe it or not, well, some good, some bad, some in between. And believe it or not, get this: I've actually been at the theater more times than often that this entire past year. So, that's saying something. So, that's an accomplishment to me. So, I guess I'm a cinephile. You guys could call me that. Of course, that's on purpose why you guys are tuning in today. So, what can I say? I've seen the good, the bad, and some in between. And some I just kind of almost immediately fell in love with, and made me say, "Oh my God, this was great!" Like movies like this, having me leaving the theater happy and just proud to say, "Okay, this is the feeling that I was expecting." So, and yeah, there was a lot, and of course, not to mention I'm also counting some Netflix movies that I've seen. So, yeah, not just the theater, but I also have seen some good stuff on Netflix. So, without any further ado, I'm going to give you guys my top 5 favorite movies of the entire year. Because why the heck not? Because this has been one hell of a year for movie goers. You could say that. And of course, there are still a few that I've yet to see. Actually, disclaimer: I have not seen Avengers: Infinity War. And of course, people are still talking about it to this day. You know, some people loved it, some people hated it. So I don't want to give my 2 cents into it yet. So until I finally sit down and watch it, if I want to, I'll give my 2 cents about that. But overall, I just want to give you guys, here's my favorites of the year, okay? But before I go into the main list, there's 2 honorable mentions I just want to throw out there. One is The Christmas Chronicles. It's a Netflix movie, so I already covered it a couple weeks ago. I think it's possibly one of the best Hollywood movies I've ever seen, possibly the best Hollywood movie of the year. So definitely go check that out. Definitely go find my movie review and go watch that. Another I'll mention would be The Incredibles 2, which I also reviewed the other day. So yeah, I just loved how we waited all this time. We got a good sequel. I really enjoyed it, despite some continuity errors, but I still find it very enjoyable. It was a really good anime movie, and it made me laugh and just had me say yes. This was the year for that. All right. So with that, I'll mentions out of the way. Let's dive right in. Here's the top 5 my favorites of the year. Coming at number 5 is Red Sparrow. Yes, based on the book of the same name. I was so stoked when I found out that the book was being made into a movie. I was really excited. But of course, I was a little hesitant at first because when I found out that they casted Jennifer Lawrence in the role of Dominika Igorova, I was a little hesitant because first off, you could have casted anyone else in that role, but I think Jennifer Lawrence did a good job despite her faux Russian accent. I'm happy that the movie stuck to the source material. It is a really good book, but of course, here's the thing. Movies are different from book. I'm glad that they stuck to some noble parts of the book. If you've not read the book, go check that out right now, and you'll just be immersed. You'll just be so sucked in. And I definitely absolutely recommend reading the sequels because which is the Kremlin's candidate and Palace of Treason. Not exactly in that order, but definitely give them a read. You'll probably love it, especially the conclusion. You'll just be awed how great this is, and it kind of shows me how how espionage kind of works, like it's almost down to the nitty-gritty. And of course, it's based on a book by an actual former CIA op, so that's how you know it's good. I really enjoyed it, but of course, my only gripe I had against this movie was the final act. Like they completely changed up the ending from what they had in the book, but I have no idea. But of course, it's Hollywood for you. But if they're gonna plan on making the sequel, they're gonna have to do right some wrong from this movie. But overall, I've just enjoyed it. I'm happy. At least one of my favorite books just came to life on the big screen. So that's why it makes the list. Coming in at number 4, Super Troopers 2. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have to include at least one comedy on this list, although I could have included Blockers or or Life of the Party, but I really like this better because what the heck? And of course, those two movies I saw with my girlfriend at the time, like earlier this year. Of course, I don't want to talk about that, but I really enjoyed this. This had me just saying, okay, yes. Remember what I said about sequels earlier with Incredibles 2? I waited for a sequel, even though some fans didn't want it first, which I was shocked. But when I saw it, I said, oh yeah, this was great. We waited so long. I think it delivered. It's slowly grown on me, but my heart will still beat for the first movie, and of course that's just memorable and classic in its own right. Super Troopers 2 is definitely a good, I would say, my personal favorite comedy of the year. There's yeah, I don't know. It's hit or miss. You could. It depends on what kind of comedy you're looking for. You're looking for some kind of crazy stoner comedy. This is the one for you. So yeah, Super Troopers 2, definitely go for it. Coming at number 3, Halloween. Yes. So now we go from comedy to horror. So yeah, I had to include at least one of each genre, maybe on this list. So this one is Halloween, or as I call it, Halloween 40 or H40, if you want to be technical. Believe it or not, that was the original title. I was told. Believe it or not, this is my first time I've ever gone into a horror movie in my entire life. I believe, might have mentioned it back in my Halloween review, but yeah, the last horror movie I've seen in theaters was One Missed Call, and that movie sucked. This one had me leaving the theater just like absolutely in chills, being like, "Holy hot damn! This was I feel like a true good Halloween sequel." Had me leaving the theater happy, even though there was so many gruesome moments in this movie I could write a whole book about. If you want to hear my review about it, I posted it on this channel earlier, so go find that. But yeah, why the heck not? So John Carpenter really nailed it. I enjoyed it. Of course, yeah, when fans say, "Oh my God, this is the scariest horror movie I've seen," you know you got something good on your hands, okay? And I understand that there might be a sequel in the works, but I don't know. But I'm satisfied with this year's Halloween. It's slowly growing on me. To me, I feel like this is the true sequel that I really enjoyed. Forget the Halloween 2 from many years ago. Forget the Thorn Trilogy. Forget the Rob Zombie. I hated those movies. This one was good. I enjoyed it. So hats off to John Carpenter, literally. Coming in at number 2, Mission Impossible Fallout. Holy hot damn, yeah. Oh my God. I was just literally on the edge of my seat when I saw this during the summer. I just said, yes, this is incredible. How could he top what he did in any of the other Mission Impossible movies? And Tom Cruise just nailed it, and I enjoyed it, okay? One of the best movies I've ever seen in any summer season. I've seen some Argo ones in the past, but I feel like this one just made my summer like a hell of a lot better. And yeah, where will it go from here? I don't know. If there is going to be a 7th Mission Impossible movie, I don't know. I would like to see something happen. Okay, so amazing stuff. Coming at number 1, Han Solo, the Solo Star Wars. I saw this earlier this year, but we're not actually saw an advanced screening of this. So, yeah, I absolutely fell in love with it. Like, the moment I started playing it, I still enjoy it, okay? Like, yeah, this proves to me that, you don't have to just focus on the main story things. Of course, fans have been telling me, oh, Last Jedi sucked. And, of course, I understand that. Of course, everyone has their own opinion. To me, I felt like this was good. I enjoyed this movie. I have no idea why fans did not like it. I know it didn't do well at the box office, but it's still a fun movie. Just forget about all the our shit and any of the other Star Wars movies. Just focus on the fact that this is like a good Star Wars, I would say, prequel, or like a good movie to fit into the Star Wars universe. Because let's see, how can I put this movie in perspective? It's like, all right, I've said this before. If Revenge of the Sith, episode 3 was like the Shakespeare epic, Rogue One was like the World War II epic. This felt like a Western to me, if that makes sense. Because if you're a big Star Wars fan like me, of course, you can tell on my shirt, you can obviously tell that so much inspiration and from so many melting pot of different genres can be attributed to the Star Wars franchise. Where it's a samurai movie, and then a sci-fi, you got your action, you got your comedy, or your political dramas, or whatever not. It's like you take your pick it's like if you look at every one of the movies, it fits into some form of different genre. Like the first one felt like political drama, yawn. The second one felt more like a Civil War movie or that kind of thing. Then of course, just like I said, then they had the original trilogy, which I think nothing can hold a candle to the original trilogy. But this I felt was a good, solid movie. Forget what critics say. Forget about box office receipts. Just look at the fact that this was a good, enjoyable movie. All right, enough said there. Okay, so those are my favorite movies of 2018. I want to hear yours if you guys have a list. Okay, so that does for today. Thumbs this video, subscribe my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome videos.